Stampers. This is Marie Bennett at blackberriesandcream.net, and today I'm going to show you some new ideas you can use with your November 2014 Paper Pumpkin kit. This has to be one of my favorite kits so far, and I hope you're enjoying it too. These are the two projects that you can make following the directions that come with the kit. It's a very cute Christmas card and this really cool little gift tag. So I'm going to show you 4 other projects that I have made using, in some instances, the things that you might throw away when you're finished with these 2 projects. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you have chosen me as your demonstrator, you will be getting all of these projects in the mail in my November thank you kit. This first project is a Christmas card made using the leftover, I guess I'm calling it a stencil, but using the leftover area from when you punched out the snowflake to make your original card. And so I'm using this hole here as a stencil for a snowflake. And it's on a card made of Whisper White cardstock. The cardstock was originally cut the long ways so that the dimensions of the card are 4 1/4 by 11, and then you fold it in half so that it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I use some Designer Series paper from the All Is Calm set as a background for this sentiment card, which was made using the stamps out of this November Paper Pumpkin kit. The snowflake stamp, the blizzard stamp, and the Merry Christmas stamp. When you punch out this silver foil hole reinforcer, there's just a little tiny circle left behind of foil, and that was what I used as an embellishment on the snowflakes on this card. So I hope you haven't thrown yours away, because I think they turn out really cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started making this card. The first thing you want to do is take your stencil and line it up at the top, the folded edge of the card, and then just hold it in place with your hand. Then you're going to take the sponge dauber that I sent you in your thank you pack, and you're going to start daubing this snowflake. The more ink that's on your dauber and the more time you spend daubing one spot, the darker your snowflake will get. And you ink it up just by pressing into your stamp pad so that the ink goes into the dauber. I kind of want mine to be not really dark, but I want it to be definitely there. And so I'm giving it quite a bit of ink. But I'm only going to ink it once. If I went back and inked it again, then it would get even darker. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now it's going to be darker in some places. Right here I see a circle because I dabbed it with the dauber straight up and down. What you need to do is, keep it off to the side so that you don't get a definite circle imprint, which you'll probably see. No, it turned out pretty good. Okay, so that's all we need the dauber for. There's my snowflake at the top. Okay, so if we look at the card, then we see that the next step is going to be to put on this designer series paper from the All Is Calm pack. And if you want to get any of these materials, go to blackberriesandcream.net and choose Shop Now, and that will take you right to my online Stampin' Up! Store. Okay, so I have cut these pieces for you to dimensions. So when you put this on, you're going to tape it so that it has about 1/8 of an inch border on the bottom and on the sides. Okay, and I'm using the a snail adhesive from Stampin' Up! Okay. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is our tag, and we're using the snowflake pattern and the blizzard pattern. And I'm using my full-size Lost Lagoon stamp pad and saving that smaller one as a thank you gift for Hostess when I put together my Hostess packets. Alright, now this blizzard, I used a full-strength image. I like to put something behind there so I can ink, off without messing up my mat. Okay, so I'm going to use a full-strength image just right in the corner here. Kind of rock it a little bit. And then I'm going to turn my stamp around and just put a little bit more blizzard right over here. Just kind of rock it around. There you go. Alright. Now with the snowflakes, when I stamped the snowflakes, I stamped 2 full-strength images and then lots of leftover images. So I inked it up twice. Once to do this one, once to do this one, and then I just stamped around. So I'm going to put full strength right here. And another full strength kind of off the edge right here. Rock it a little to make sure I get a full image. And then I'm going to I see that I like these clear stamps because when you look through you can tell where your ink is thick and where it isn't. So I can see that it's darker here than it is over here. So I'm going to re-ink it and then ink it flat just to take off some of the ink. And then I can just stamp it around. Oops. And make some lighter snowflakes. Okay. Now the last thing I need to stamp is the sentiment. Merry Christmas is the one I chose. I thought that the stamps that they provided in this paper pumpkin kit this time were outstanding. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. There. Alright. Stamping is done. Last thing I need to do is glue it onto the background here, and I've made this Lost Lagoon cardstock just barely bigger than the sentiment card, so it's only going to leave a border of about 1/16 of an inch on all sides. Okay, so I have adhered my sentiment to the Lost Lagoon cardstock, and I took 2 of those little centers from the hole reinforcers and put them on my full strength snowflake images. And now I'm ready to adhere this to the card. So on the back I have put 4 dimensionals, which I hope you have dimensionals left from other paper pumpkin kits. But if not, you can go to my online store at blackberriesandcream.net. 24 hours a day. It's a very easy way to shop. You don't even have to go out in the cold weather to get your goodies. The UPS guy brings it right to your door. Okay. Alright, there's only one thing left to do, and that is the ribbon. Now, I have sent you enough ribbon to do 2 cards, and you're going to want to cut it in half, which will make your ribbon about 18 inches long. And if you're a very good knot tier, you might have enough to tie an actual bow. I chose not to tie a bow. I'm just going to make a knot. Because I kind of like just knots sometimes. Okay. And there's your finished card. Okay, the next project is this little gift tag, which I made using the punched out snowflake foil pieces. And as you can see, I cut it into 2 snowflakes. And so that's what you'll do when you get your thank you pack. You will receive only this part. So on this piece of paper, you're going to stamp some light images of the snowflake and Merry Christmas, and then at the bottom to and from, and then using the foil ribbon that I'm sending you, which is available at the online store, 1/8 inch silver foil, or silver ribbon is what it's called. You'll just take about 7 inches of the ribbon, fold it in half, poke it through this little hole here, and then thread the loose ends of the ribbon through the folded area and pull it, and then that just makes a little piece of ribbon for your tag. So I'm not going to demonstrate this. I think it's fairly straightforward. You just stamp the piece I gave you, make your own piece of foil from your leftovers, put on the ribbon, and you're good to go.